Hey guys, my name is X Factor, and hopefully you're having a great day. And enough with the gas. Over the last couple days, we've had a massive influx of new players, aka the Christmas noobs, so make sure you're nice to them, welcome them to Battlefield. But more importantly, it's changed the way the games have been playing out. For those of us at PTFO, if you live, eat, and breathe objective gameplay, you've been huffing a lot of gas. And it's not so much the enemy gas, because you have two options there. Run out, and you still have to deal with the after effects of it. Die, or simply put your mask on. But it's really all about the friendly gas. It's absolutely everywhere. And it's one of those things where you actually have to think about it before you use it, because it can do more harm to your team than it can do good. So the first thing I want to show you guys is a normal recoil pattern. This is the automatical storm, one of my favorite weapons when it comes time to bust some armor. Not controlling recoil. Straight up vertical recoil, very easy to control by pulling down. If it's up close, you can mag dump like that, but if it's further away, the target, you might want to do a burst, followed up by a longer pause, followed up by another burst. But you can get away with longer bursts. But all that changes when the randomization of the gas comes in. Why don't you hit me with the gas there, Dan, and make sure you don't hit yourself. Okay, so I'm coughing. I can't really see. Now what happens when I don't control the recoil? I'm suppressed. Completely suppressed. Go ahead, throw another one. Keep them coming. So this is kind of what happens when you come into points that you're trying to recapture in operations or contest. So where you can still control all this, it just becomes a lot harder. That's me trying to control the recoil. Now I'll try to shoot a longer wall here. Okay, you can see the deviation of these bullets is much, much worse. So as I use a maybe 5-round burst at that range, it's not going to do much for you. And again, one of the keys to Battlefield 1 being successful in the gunplay is, go ahead, hit me again, is a longer pause in between bursts. That's something they kind of changed in between Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, and of course Battlefield 1. So this is something that, let's say this is a capture point. Dan, go ahead, hit this over here. This is a capture point. We're going to retake it. A lot of times people just bomb out the flag with gas. It's absolutely everywhere. So believe it or not, this is probably the worst place to put it. So you might be equipped to handle the gas, but more than likely your teammates aren't equipped to handle the gas. They don't have a trench very out. Or it's a pile of medics and support players who aren't too great at hip firing unless they have those very specific weapons. So here's what you need to do, and here's how you can become a better teammate overnight with the gas. All right, Dan, that'll work. Just keep the small ammo bags by me. Is learn the spawn points. Battlefield 1 simplified spawn points greatly. So if this is Conquest, if this is our capture point, let's say I'm defending from this side, the attackers, if they captured this, will spawn someplace close on their side. If they don't have it captured, they're going to spawn someplace else or on a squad mate. If it's operations and they've captured this, they're going to spawn very close. So what you might want to do is actually have area of denial gas. Not on the flag, but where they're trickling in from or coming from. Something like this area right here. We don't have to play this as defenders, but more than likely they have to go through it. Now, here's what happens. That split second it takes them to put on their gas mask, that should be a free kill. That time in which it takes them to actually get shots on target, that should be a free kill. That's helping your team. You're elongating their time to kill. The last thing you want to do is elongate your own teammates' time to kill by giving them unneeded random bullet deviation, added suppression, and of course not being able to really see much, if at anything, that's going around you. So next time you feel the urge to bust out the gas, make sure you push it past your actual capture point, because as long as the point is yours, you're still spawning close. It should be fairly easy to retake. Push it past. Make them go through the gas. Make them deal with it, not your own teammates. As always, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for supporting me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, and we will see you guys soon.